Hello, I'm Red Bluff Police Lieutenant Matt Hansen. On January 12, 2022, at approximately 7:40 a.m., Red Bluff Police Officer Mayberry was involved in an officer-involved shooting. This video will explain the circumstances leading up to Officer Mayberry's decision to utilize deadly force, illustrate how serious and prevalent domestic violence is within our community, and provide valuable information for victims of domestic violence. On January 12, 2022, at approximately 4:51 a.m., Carlos Villalobos went into an apartment in Red Bluff on Madison Street to confront his ex-girlfriend about her new boyfriend. Carlos banged on the windows and doors at the apartment, demanding to see the victim. The victim refused to let Carlos into the apartment and called the police. Red Bluff police officers responded to this call, but Carlos left before officers arrived. Carlos went to work, but after being there for only an hour, he told his boss he was sick and returned to the victim's apartment. At 7:39 a.m., Red Bluff police officers received a second 911 call from the victim. The victim reported Carlos returned and was banging on the windows and doors again. The situation escalated when the victim's current boyfriend went outside and confronted Carlos.
Emergency police.
Hi,
Thank you.
hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you have someone come out to my house, please?
For what?
Someone is stalking me and they're at my back door right now.
Do you know who it is?
Yes, my ex-boyfriend,
What's his name?
Carlos. Hurry, please, he's at my back door.
I can't understand you when you said his name.
Carlos Villalobos.
What is he doing at your back door?
He's peeking in and he's banging on my door. There's a gate too, so he opened my gate to get back there. He's banging on my windows right now.
You said this is an ongoing issue. He's been harassing you.
Yes, I've called the cops several times. I called last night too.
Okay, and his name is Carlos
Yes,
Villalobos?
yes.
Okay.
Hey, fucking come on! Hey, man, what that guy is there? Fuck out here! What that guy there? Oh my God!
Did you let him in? Hello?
Yeah, sorry.
Did you let him inside the house?
No, I didn't.
Who's yelling?
I'm not sure. My neighbors tried fighting him before.
Who was that was just yelling?
Oh God! Oh, please just hurry! Bye.
Hello?
Drop the gun! Right behind the car. 1199. Shots fired.
Get in the house, close the door. Get in the house, close the door.
1199 shots fired.
Get in the house!
Officer Mayberry and Sergeant Bowen then worked to control the scene as neighbors walked outside to see what was going on, placing themselves in harm's way.
Close the door. Where's the gun?
He was in his hand. He went behind the car.
Drop the gun.
Get down! Go away! Get back!
Officer Mayberry and Sergeant Bowen put out an emergency request for assistance. All available law enforcement from the county responded to assist, including the CHP Air Operations Unit. Approximately 3 minutes later, Officer Mayberry moves forward with a team of officers and takes Carlos into custody.
Go ahead, please. Go in the house.
Move it up. One suspect. Behind this soul. We got him. His hands are up. Guns are at his feet.
I pulled out a gun because dude came out.
Carlos Villalobos offered no resistance to arrest and was handcuffed and taken into custody without incident. He was able to walk to the street with assistance and was transferred to medical personnel for treatment and transport to St. Elizabeth Hospital for non-life-threatening gunshot wounds.
Domestic violence is a significant problem in our community, and this incident is yet another example of how serious it can be. In this situation, Officer Mayberry's actions, though resulting in injury to Mr. Villalobos, likely prevented injury to the female victim and other bystanders. It is important to note, as is standard protocol and procedure for our agency, Officer Mayberry's use of deadly force in this incident is being independently investigated by the Tehama County District Attorney's Office, while a parallel internal investigation is also being conducted to ensure department policy was followed. These types of investigations generally take several months to complete, but when finalized, the findings will be made available to the public.
Empower Tehama is Tehama County's local domestic violence and sexual assault victim services agency. We provide a broad range of services, from a 24-hour hotline where you can speak confidentially with a crisis counselor, to emergency shelter, transitional housing, legal assistance, and therapy services. We encourage healthy relationships and work with our community partners like Red Bluff Police Department to offer safety and support to victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. Domestic violence is on a spectrum ranging from emotional, verbal, financial, and psychological abuse to stalking and physical violence. Just because someone has not physically harmed you does not mean that you are not a victim. Abusers will use power and control to intimidate, threaten, and emotionally manipulate their victims. They will use professions of love, guilting techniques to maintain control. The most dangerous time for a victim is when they are ready to leave the relationship or have just ended it. Abusers feel like they are losing control and do anything they can to hold on. Even after the relationship has ended, abusers can continue to harass with alternating threats and professions of love. Threatening to kill themselves is often a control tactic, using guilt and manipulation to bring their victims back. What can begin as driving by the victim's work or home can escalate quickly into stalking. Using children and custody issues are typical control tactics as well. Abusers will do their best to make their victims feel that no one will believe them and that they're the crazy ones. Often, it is because of a lack of housing, financial stability, guilt, and dependence on the abuser that a victim will return to the relationship. Statistically, it takes up to 7 times for a victim to leave the abuser. If you or someone you know is a victim of domestic violence or in an unhealthy or abusive relationship, we are available 24/7 to provide crisis counseling, safety planning, and referrals to appropriate community services. We will meet you where you are at in your process. Whether you're just looking to talk, hear what options you have, need a safety plan, or you are actively leaving the relationship, we are here to listen and support you without judgment. It is your life and it is your choice. Our 24-hour crisis hotline is 530-528-0226, and our office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday if you'd like to come in and meet with an advocate in person.